Hello and welcome to Megabonk. This is just a little update for my progression series. By the point that this comes up, the initial 3 days of just absolute crackhead slamming the game progression that I did will have been done and uploaded. So the decision I have to continue the series from that point on is to essentially, as part of the progression, is each new video would be going through the characters in order, essentially going to Fox, Uvi, Calcium, etc. And then in the video beating the Forest, Tier 3, and then the Desert, Tier 3. As part of the progression, beating the boss of both levels with all of the characters. And so the point of that is to essentially have a build that's easy to use, Katana, Aegis, Aura, and using tomes that aren't particularly ridiculous, with just a sort of normal item setup to kind of just beat the boss and not go for leaderboard run. Now, unfortunately, in the course of this, on my Fox Forest Clear, I had what would be essentially a godly run, not a god run, not necessarily a world record run, but a very, very, very good lucky run. It went very well. I survived like 10 minutes or something like that onto wave 2 or wave 3. It was like 8 minutes wave 2 or like 10 or something wave 3, and then after killing the boss, I survived another like 13 minutes or something. The only issue was I didn't even break 100k kills because I didn't bring a curse tome. So even though I was able to accrue enough power, I didn't even fully max out all of my stuff, despite having the XP tome maxed out, because it really illustrates how important the curse tome is. And so for that first Fox clear, it'll show the tragedy of what could have been. But for future ones, what I'm going to do is, as part of it's meant to be a kill the boss, not worry about kills, but I noticed a big difference when you have a lot less enemy difficulty. There's just simply less numbers spawning, which means you just level up slower. So honestly, these three as just a core is just so good to help you beat literally every boss. Now, if you were trying to go for the leaderboard, you would toggle this off, you would toggle this on, and then you would fish for credit cards. But we're just trying to beat the boss, so that's not what we're doing. So we just run, and then also with that Fox game, I also happen to be lucky enough to get early credit card. So early credit card plus Fox's his own trait, or his or her own trait. I didn't even need the luck tome, so I ended up going with damage. But ooh, the curse. Anyway, the point is we have these three as our core, and then pretty much for everybody, precision is just the way to go. It's better than stacking damage. But the idea is it was going to be these two, and then you do size and precision. And that's an easy way to pretty much win. But I really feel the difference of not having the curse tome, because if you're not pumping difficulty, there's just so much less. Like, when I was running around killing stuff on tier 3, the map felt positively empty. Like, I was like, where is everything? What the fuck? Anyway, so the point is, the continuation of this progression series is going to be using these three tomes, the crit tome. Specifically, Fox will not have this because he doesn't need it. And then for other characters, like, I won't have the curse tome for Sir Chadwell. I mean, I'll probably still have XP for Spaceman because his XP doesn't scale well enough. But yeah, for the most part, you just run crit for everybody. And then as far as the items, honestly, I in my run, I got like 5 ice cubes, which was ridiculous. I never got one of these, but this you don't really need. Speedy Boy you don't really need. I put it on to help kill the boss, but you don't really need it. Dragonfire is decent, but you don't really need it, but I'll, whatever. But the big one is getting a chonk plate and a holy book. That, like, can really help carry, because this covers the whole fucking screen. Obviously, getting an early anvil, soul harvester, all of these can really, really help. I have some of these on, like this. I have them on because they can help you get, like, help you killing swarms. I have these for like thorns angles. So for instance, like in my fox run I had a bunch of cacti, which petition can cactus like benefit from size, so that way the needles can actually like hit parts of the screen. I don't know. Boss Buster, I had it on just to help kill the boss, but you don't really need it. Like, you don't really need it at all. Like, honestly, you don't really need any of these, to be fair. Even the cactus you don't really need unless you're going to be going for armor. I had a fox run with 4 demonic bloods and I had so much health, but it didn't really matter. Idle Juice, I didn't have it on because it doesn't really matter. You're not, like, farming for kills, but even when you're going for a run to kill the boss, it's still good to sit at the portal at the end and farm ghosts just for the extra power and experience you're going to get from it. So, like, honestly, the best practice, even though building to kill the boss and building to get to the end is not the same, like to get to the end and getting as many ghost kills is not the same, if you build to kill ghosts, you'll usually be able to handle the boss, provided you don't just like play poorly and skill issue yourself, unfortunately. And I don't want to say it like that, but this I'm not sure if you want to keep it on. I don't know if this damage is additive or multiplicative. I don't know if it just gives you extra damage to your current damage, or if the item is another source of damage that then multiplies on top. So I'm going to keep it off. These are supposed to be pretty good. The rest of this, it's all pretty standard stuff. So this is kind of the load I'm going to be running for all of the playthroughs that are not this first edition, like initial Fox one. But the initial Fox one, you should be able to blatantly see the tragedy of how strong you can get and how long you can last. Especially if you especially with Fox and getting lucky. If you just get lucky like legendaries and stuff, it still doesn't matter because you just simply you're not killed. Like, every time a ghost, like a wave of ghosts spawned and then were instantly killed, there was only like 15 ghosts or something that spawned or whatever. When if you're maxed out on Curse, you know, maybe like 50 or 100 will spawn at once. Like, you could really see the difference. Anyway. But that's just gonna, I just wanted to put this as like a sort of, in the same way I have the introduction at the beginning of the playlist for progression, this is meant to be sort of a midway point. We made it through the initial progression. Now I'm at the midway point where I'm just sort of clearing the bosses. So, anyway, thanks for listening. Peace. Hey, I'm just jumping back in here at the end of this update after having finished recording, talking about the update, and then going on to play many retries of the Desert Tier 3 with Fox. Specifically, the Desert is ridiculous. I can't explain it. It's overtuned, it's broken, there's something wrong with it, but even when I have like legendaries and stuff, I can't kill, like, I have all my weapons, I've got legendaries, I can't kill waves of scorpions. They're too fast, there's too many of them, they're all over you. I die through shield, through Aegis, like, it's insane. I had 2 soul harvesters, and it didn't fucking matter. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't understand what's going on with the Desert, but I am done playing the Desert until an update changes something about it. The end, like, before you even hit the 2-minute mark in the game, like in a minute and a half in, you already have either scorpions, which immediately already don't get one-shotted by at least by the Fox's fireball starting off, but they're fast, their hitboxes are gigantic, they swarm the shit out of you, and they climb all over each other, and then if they do hit you, not only is their damage high, but then they put the poison on you, which will fucking kill you. Like, it's crazy. And then that's just if you don't get unlucky and get the rolling bone guys, which I guess got nerfed. They used to be faster. But if you literally, at least as Fox, if you just walk, like run away from them at Fox's normal speed without doing any jumping, they are straight up faster than you, and they will fucking multi-hit you and kill you instantly. It's insane. And then the luckiest one you can get is the skeletons or whatever. They just sort of walk at you, but even then, they're strong. They take like a few hits to kill. And like the map is huge, so you're incentivized to slide everywhere. So you want to like get a lot of speed, but the enemies are spawning constantly everywhere around you in your way. So you'll be getting up like basic, like you'll be building speed, and then just like a wall of enemies will just like pull up out of the ground right in front of you. You'll just collide right into them, and then now you're dead because there's 15 fucking scorpions all around you making a tower. Like they'll be chasing you in a tower of scorpions. Like it's, and then that's not even to say the fucking boss itself. It's crazy. And if you get unlucky with a spawn, it's one thing if you get like 2 or 3 curse shrines or whatever on the forest, because you can actually kill multiple versions of the boss. But if you do that on the desert, summoning multiple Anubises, it's just an absolute death sentence, because you can't dodge 1,000 blue lasers going everywhere, and you can't dodge the giant red lasers in the sky. Like, I'm at my wit's end. I've been at this for like 6 hours, it feels like. I want to say it's been either 4, 5, or 6 hours. I don't fucking know. I can't tell at this point because I'm going out of my mind. But I start recording, and then when I hit like an hour or so, I just pause it and delete the footage because I'm just getting nowhere and getting nowhere and getting nowhere. The desert is just too goddamn much. So I'm just going to keep playing the forest until they change the desert to make it less like ridiculous, because like I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. like it's fucking crazy. It's crazy. The rock golem is an absolute nothing boss, but the scorpion hussy, for some reason, oh, and also for some reason I still don't understand why everything has to spawn directly underneath you. But it's like 10 times worse in the desert somehow. Like I just don't. Literally, I'm like flying along at 1,000 times normal speed because I'm gliding along the fucking things. Which that aspect is really fun. That's a great design aspect. But then just like the mini boss spawns, the scorpion hussy, and suddenly it just like comes up under the ground under me, and I'm just on top of it, and then I die because I'm in the air. I don't have jumps. I'm bouncing. I'm dead because I'm getting multi-hit by, like, it's just insane. I just can't, I don't know. I don't know, but clearly I'm crashing out. So no more desert for me. I'm just going to keep playing forest runs. So my progression series is just going to be each character beating the forest, and then eventually I will have each character beat the desert when the desert gets altered and changed, or something has got to give. And then whenever new, biomes, quote unquote, new stages come out, I'll then just I'll beat each of those with every character from that point on. But goddamn, so I apologize for the crash out and for not beating the desert on every character, but I can't even beat the desert on Fox, which is supposed to be the best character right now. I literally had a run where I got the anvil, like the first fucking item, and then early on when I was just like farming the ghosts, this is what sucks so much. When I was farming the ghosts, I got 2 soul harvesters, I had the anvil, I had the spicy meatball, I had Aegis up, I didn't have a shield. I got all of the shrines on the map, didn't get offered a shield. I'm literally sitting there on the portal about to go through. It hits minute 2, like almost instantly that next wave of ghosts hit me, and I had like 6 Aegis around me, which this is the part that blew my mind, because it happened so fast. I couldn't even go through the portal. They broke my Aegis, did half my health, and then killed me like instantly, because the Aegis doesn't block the damage of the ghosts or the elites apparently. So like I didn't have a shield, and I just basically, I mean, it wasn't a one tap, but it happened so fast I couldn't respond quick enough. So the one run where I actually had like a good run going, I still lost it because the fucking ghost mechanics. So like Like, goddamn, man. Goddamn, the desert. That's all I gotta say. Goddamn, the desert. Fuck that shit. For now. Anyway. Peace.